off the rails on a crazy train.
Yeah.
Love that song.
Lost it at all.
Fabulous.
It is truly, truly an honor to have you here.
Well, this is wonderful.
It is so hard to believe that it was nearly 50 years ago that the final episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show aired right here on CBS, and that was a role.
You had to say 50 years.
Nearly, almost 50 years.
Incredible.
Now, you got that role in 1961.
Right.
Over Johnny Carson.
Well, Johnny had been mentioned, I think, but once they saw me, hey.
What gave you the edge?
I was doing Bye Bye Birdie on Broadway, and Carl came to see me, and that's how I got the part. You know, he did it himself.
Carl Reiner.
Yes.
You got to get a better actor.
Now, many of the stories on the Dick Van Dyke Show were taken from your actual life.
Yeah.
And there's one, The Sleeping Brother, that was about your brother, Jerry.
He was a sleepwalker right up until the time he got in the Army. He almost got in trouble.
Really?
Yeah, I had mentioned Jerry as a child was a sleepwalker. One night he was headed out the front door naked with my father's golf bag over. So I said, where? He said, I'm going to go play golf.
You forgot your shoes.
Now, we have to talk about your classic movie, Mary Poppins. Yes. Now, what is one of your fondest memories about making the film?
You know, that was the only production I can think of where every day we just felt like something magic was happening. We couldn't wait to get... Julie, we all said, there's something really going on here. We couldn't wait to get to work.
Wow.
We had such fun doing it. A lot of hard work, but you know, my favorite trick was when I played the old banker. You know, I was a young guy. At lunchtime, they always had those tourist buses, you know, little trams going around. I'd wait for one to come, and then I'd cross in front of it, you know. And then the minute they would drive off, I would pass them at a dead sprint. Every day I did that.
The songs, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, I Love to Laugh.
Yes.
What was the hardest song to perform for you?
The chimney sweep dance was the hardest.
Really?
That was tough.
Quite a number.
Yeah, it was. It took several days to shoot. Nobody got hurt. We kept thinking, somebody's got to die in this number. But you know, it wasn't as hard as the old bamboo in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, that was hard.
Wow.
That was so hard.
Such an incredible color. All those songs were so fun and
those
beautiful.
two guys wrote all those great songs for 2 movies, and I think they're the best for that kind of movie ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. Good stuff.
Mary Poppins is such a beloved movie, and people adore it and watch it over and over again. They just reported last month that there's actually going to be a new Mary Poppins movie, and I wonder how you feel about the Disney company going back and reworking the film.
Well, I'm pleased, you know, they're going to do it, but, you know, there's traditionally sequels don't...
They don't live up to the classic.
Yeah, I'm just so worried about it because they don't have Walt.
Yeah.
You know, and Walt was the guiding
Force.
spirit over the whole thing. We say that we were both children looking for our inner adult. We were both like kids together. And they don't have the Sherman brothers. And it's supposed to be, I guess, when the kids are grown up into their 20s.
Oh.
So I said, I don't tell them Bert's dead. Well, I do wish him all the luck in the world.
Yeah.
So, Dick, before you became a movie star, you know, one of your first jobs, you worked at a radio station?
Oh, yeah, when I was 17.
Really?
Well, it was during World War II. Everybody got drafted. And I saw a little ad in the paper. I went down and got the job.
Where was it? Was it
Danville, Illinois, where I was raised during the Depression.
WDAN were the call letters.
That's right.
Is it still around?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is.
It
Nice
was a
shout out.
CBS station. 250 watts.
Now, we understand one night you actually gave your listeners quite a scare with a weather report. What
Is
happened?
that in the book? Did I put that in the book?
Yes.
Oh, well, back then they had those records that big with about 20 little cuts on them. So you had to, you played your own records and everything, did your own news. So I would, the weather report, and it would say, "Oh, Mr. Weatherman, what's the weather today?" And then I would give it. Well, I put it on, ran across the hall to get the news of the television. I hear this voice saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to this station. A tornado is approaching your area." And I ran back in and tried to, but about a half an hour later, some telephone linemen showed up with said, "Where is it coming from?" I almost got fired.
Well, things worked out anyway for you. Much, much more with the legendary Dick Van Dyke. When we come right back.
We are back with Hollywood icon Dick Van Dyke. In addition to being a legendary actor and writer, you're also a best-selling author. Your latest book, Keep Moving, and Other Tips and Truths About Aging came out earlier this month. So what message do you have for people who are worried about aging, which I think is everybody? Tell us what to do.
Well, keep moving.
Yeah.
When they called me, the publisher called me about doing a book, and they noticed I was a little sprier than some of my contemporaries, especially the dead ones. So I said, well, it's kind of a slim volume. Keep moving is about the story. But, I sat down, started to write, and it started to flow out. There's so many other things, attitude, taking care of yourself physically and mentally. And the whole book came out. But I wanted to call it How to Enjoy Yourself While Circling the Drain. They thought I was in bad That's a great title.
I love it. So you love to go into the gym in the morning,
Yeah.
and then when you're not in the gym, you'll be dancing around, right?
Oh, yeah, my wife is also a singer and dancer, so there's a lot of it. I went in, she was doing the dishes the other morning with her tap shoes on. She was tap dancing while she was doing the dishes. That's my kind of girl.
Wow.
You know what I do? I do what I call the Edith Bunker. You remember in that show, that little trot she did everywhere?
Yes.
I do that around the house. The Edith Bunker is so good.
great.
It's good. It keeps you moving. Not too much effort, but it's good. Keep the spring in your
keep it
step.
going. Now, we
Yeah.
have some footage that your wife took of you.
Yes.
So let's have a look. Come on.
Wait a minute, there you go. That is what is up. But you are a Sagittarius. Your birthday is in December. You gonna hit the big 9-0. What you gonna do for your birthday? Yeah, what you gonna do for your birthday? Where you going?
Disneyland? I'm going to Disneyland.
Where else? Dick Van Dyke, ladies and gentlemen. Keep Moving and Other Tips and Truths About Aging is in stores now. And the Dick Van Dyke Show, the complete remastered series, comes out on DVD November 10th. And everybody in today's studio audience is going home with both of them. For your chance to win a book or DVD set at home, go to thetalk.com. We'll be right back.